When you spend time with your Desi parents, do you find yourself becoming your angry, reactive teenage self? You give yourself a little pep talk on the drive over about how you're going to stay calm this time. But as soon as you walk through the door, it's like your 15-year-old self takes over. You hear your voice rise. You feel yourself getting defensive. By the end of the weekend, you've stomped off to your childhood bedroom countless times. And on the drive home, you feel so guilty. Now imagine you spend a weekend with your parents, feel the same old frustration, and don't blow up. Imagine you stay calm even when you feel like they're treating you like a child. Imagine showing up as the grown adult child you actually are, not the teenager you used to be. In this episode of Desi Dramas, I'm going to give you one question and one skill. Together, they help you show up with your Desi parents the way you actually want to. The question is something you ask yourself before you walk through the door, so you can set an intention instead of reacting on instinct. The skill is what you reach for when the intention slips, because let's be honest, it will. These patterns have been running for decades. They're not going to change overnight, but they can change. I'm Dr. Heena Manglani-Terranova and a licensed clinical psychologist. A lot of my work is with Desi adults who love their parents and still can't seem to be in a room with them without getting caught in painful arguments. Now let me tell you a story about a woman I'll call Neha. She lives a few hours away from her parents, who she visits about once a month. She loves having her home-cooked food, and she loves not cooking it herself. She also loves seeing her parents and catching up with her siblings, but she also dreads almost every visit by Sunday afternoon. Here's what happens. Neha walks in. Her mom hugs her, feeds her, and within an hour, the briefing starts. Did you hear Sunita Auntie's daughter just got engaged to a cardiologist? Did you see Akshay just got promoted to VP and he's only 32? Have you been on shy.com this month? When are you going to gain some weight, beta? People are going to think we don't feed you. Each comment lands as a jab. Neha feels the blow. Her jaw tightens, her shoulders climb up to her ears. She tries to stay calm, but she fails. So she starts criticizing back. She points out that her dad eats too much sugar and it's going to worsen his diabetes. She criticizes her mom for not walking enough, for not doing her PT exercises. Neha brings up her cousin who got divorced because, hey, if they want to talk about other people, fine, let's talk about other people. Before you know it, the conversation turns into a fight. Neha stomps to her childhood bedroom and slams the door, exactly the way she did when she was 15. In the bedroom, she replays everything. She builds her case up. She comes up with 17 more reasons why she's right. And then the rest of the weekend is tense. Everyone is trying not to start it all over again, but also kind of wanting a spark just so that they can finish the argument and win and convince the other person why they're right. On Sunday, she drives home feeling guilty, ashamed, and farther away from the daughter she wanted to be. So what's actually happening? So here's the thing. Neha's 31. She has a job, a mortgage, and a dog. She runs a team of 15 people. She handles disagreements at work easily. So why does she lose it in her mom's kitchen? Because the topics her parents bring up are not just topics. They're the exact same things they fought about when she was 15. The argument about her appearance relates back to when her mom complained that Neha exercised too much when she was in high school. The Akshay comparison is the same comparison her mom used to make about whose kid got into which college. The shy.com pressure is just a new version of the high school pressure to focus on grades, not boys, but which now has become the very pursuit she was told to avoid. Her body knows these conversations. It learned how to fight them when she was a teenager. So when she's standing in that kitchen and the same topic comes up, her nervous system reaches for the same script. She defends, snaps back, withdraws, and slams the door. Neha isn't choosing to react like a teenager. Her body is reaching for the only playbook it has for these conversations. And that playbook was written when she was 15. When Neha's mom makes a comment about her appearance or compares her to the family friend, so much is happening in Neha's brain in just seconds. So here's a rickshaw metaphor for my desis. I want you to picture a four-way intersection in New Delhi. There are no traffic lights and no lanes. Cars, scooters, rickshaws, a vendor pulling a cart, maybe even a cow, they're all moving at once. Everyone's honking. Everyone's trying to be the first, but nobody's actually moving forward in an efficient way. As soon as your mom makes a comment about your weight, a comment that hits an old wound, your amygdala, that fear center in the brain, takes over. It's that rickshaw that cuts across 3 lanes, forcing everyone to stomp on their brakes and making it dangerous for everyone else. Neha's adult self, the part of her that knows better, is somewhere in the middle of all that traffic, trying to honk its way through, trying to get through. In New Delhi, sometimes the only way to actually move is to stop, pull over, let the traffic clear, look at the road, then decide how you want to proceed. And that is exactly what Neha needs to learn how to do in her own head. Before Neha drives down to her parents' house, she has a window of time, a couple of hours alone in the car. Most of us spend that window dreading what's coming, but it's also the perfect time to set an intention by asking yourself this. The question is, what kind of grown child do I want to be this weekend? Pick one word: patient, curious, warm, open. Whatever word feels honest to who you actually want to be, not who you think you should be. For Neha, the word is patient. Now here's what's also important. Once you have your word, you need to think through what that actually looks like in practice. It has to be something specific that you will do. What does a patient daughter do when her mom mentions Akshay's promotion? She might say, "Good for him. I'm working on my own path." She doesn't have to defend her career or compare resumes. The conversation can just move on. What does a patient daughter do when her dad asks if she's seeing anyone from shy.com? She might say, "I'll let you know when something's getting serious." She doesn't have to defend her right to take her time. What does a patient daughter do when her mom comments on her weight? She might say, "I love my body, Mom. I would like for us to talk about something else." Or she might say nothing at all and just change the subject. If these responses seem foreign to you, check out the boundaries episode that walks through the language for this. The point isn't that Neha has a perfect response to every comment. The point is that she's thought through a few responses that match the daughter she wants to be. When the moment comes, she isn't reaching for that teenage playbook. She's reaching for something that she actually chose. By default, our brains react from fear. That comes out as an attack. When you anchor yourself to a value before you walk in, you give your rational brain a chance to be the one that responds instead of your scared, defensive 15-year-old self. And even with the best pep talk, Neha is human. You are human. Some comment is going to hit a nerve. Her body is going to flood. Her teenager is going to wake up. That is when she needs a skill she can use in real time. This skill is stop, and it comes from Dialectical Behavioral Therapy, or DBT. S stands for stop. T is for take a breath. O is for observe what is happening. And P is for proceed mindfully. So let me walk you through how Neha uses it. Her mom says, "Sunita Auntie's daughter just got engaged to a cardiologist." Neha feels a tightness rise in her chest. Her jaw clenches. Her brain reaches for that rickshaw response. But before she takes it, she says to herself, "Stop. You don't have to speak yet. Take a breath. One deep one. Long out breath." Her nervous system gets a second to slow down, to calm the fear response. Observe, what am I feeling? Sadness, maybe shame. What is my body doing? It's tight right around the jaw. What am I thinking? Here we go again. They don't see me. I'm never enough. Proceed mindfully. Now she returns to her intention. What does a patient daughter do here? She might say, I'm happy for her mom. She might respond, I know you want that for me too. I'm working on my own timing. Or she might say, I love you. I need a few minutes. Can we come back to this? That last one matters. You can always insert a pause. We talked about this in the couples conflict episode. The same move works with your parents. I want to keep talking, Mom. I need 10 minutes to settle. I'll be right back. Then you walk to your old bedroom, but this time you don't slam the door. You sit on your old bed. You breathe. You remember who you want to be, and you come back. You're going to forget. You're going to react before you stop. You're going to come out of your childhood bedroom still angry and say the harsh thing. That's okay. Your repair counts too. When you notice you reacted from your teenage self, you can come back to the present and say, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. I love you. The first time I tried this with my mom, I was shocked at how immediately her face softened. She became tender. And most Desi parents have never seen that move modeled in their own family. Watching their adult child apologize without being asked to apologize is its own kind of moving experience. It's maybe even a teaching moment. The goal isn't a perfect weekend. The goal is to know when the rickshaw is barreling toward the intersection and that you have a break. So what are the takeaways? If you find yourself becoming reactive with your Desi parents, make 2 moves. 1, before you walk in, ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? Pick a word: patient, curious, warm, open, loving. Then preload what that looks like in response to the comments you already know are coming. 2, when you feel yourself flooding mid-conversation, use stop. Stop. Take a breath. Observe what is happening in your body, in your mind, and proceed mindfully. Return to your intention, your word. And remember, you will mess up. The point isn't to never react. The point is to notice when you have, repair, and try again. In one weekend, you will probably need to practice this many, many times each day. But with each visit, it will get a little easier. You're not actually 15 anymore. Your body just remembers how to be 15 in your mom's kitchen. With practice, you can teach your body a new way to be in that same kitchen, one that matches the adult you actually are everywhere else. If this episode landed for you, share it with someone. Send it to your sibling who has the same struggle so you can support each other during the family visits. Send it to a parent since the stop skill works for them too. And if you have your own drama to share, head to desi-dramas.com and send it to me. If it fits, I may unpack yours anonymously in a future episode. This isn't therapy, but I trust it has been therapeutic. Until next Tuesday, take good care.